Hi, my name is Dino. If you're watching this video at my dad's send off, it means that I wasn't able to come home. I will happily live with that decision because that's what my dad wanted. My siblings and I were talking about the program for tonight for his final send off, and they told me to make a eulogy. I honestly don't know how to make a eulogy. I've seen people deliver them, but not really. I never really thought about making one for anyone. But here I am right now. Delivering my first eulogy to the first man I ever looked up to, and it's too difficult. So I didn't Google or research if there should be a pattern or a certain length for a eulogy. I have no clue. This is one thing that my dad never taught me. So if you find this video to be long or too informal, you're probably right. This is gonna be long and informal, and it's heartfelt. My eulogy is a letter for my dad, and the title is Three Things. Hi, Daddy. Si Dino to. I wrote you a letter for your special day. I have a lot of things to say to you, a lot of questions I never got to ask, a lot of memories I want to talk to you about, and a lot of I love yous I forgot to say when you needed it. But yeah, here are my three things. The first three things. Three funny jokes. You always try to make everyone laugh, and that's how everyone knows you. And I just want to share these three funny jokes that I always remember. Every time we would get gas, or when you're talking to someone on the phone that's like just random people, or not family, you would always yell out "love you" to the gas station, the gas boy, as soon as the windows start to roll up. I don't know why you always did that, but I found it funny. And the funniest thing is the face that you make after saying that "love you." It's the funniest. So that's the first funny joke that I always remember. The second one, actually, one of Atilala's friend wrote this comment on my Facebook post, and I'm so glad she did it because it's a classic dad joke, and it's one of the best. So when we're in the car, every time we pass by a church, we would, you taught us to always like do the sign of the cross. So we're in the car, and then you would do it, and then we would copy because you did it. So we will do the sign of the cross, and you would watch if we actually did do it. And then after a while, you do the sign of the cross again, and we'll be like, oh, there's another church. So we'll do the same thing. And then you'll do it again, and then we'll do it again. And then we'll just start to notice that you're just randomly doing it, even if there's no church around. And then we would tell you, wala naman simbahan, tindahan yun eh. So, nakakatawa lang. It's just really funny when we're in the car. That's a classic daddy joke. And the third one is when we were kids. I really remember this. We would eat dinner together. And just before the dinner, somebody called our home phone. And then you asked them to dial our other line. And you said, tawag ka or call 6550161 kasi that's our fax number, something like that. So you said, yeah, call 6550161. And then you went back to the dining chair. As soon as you sat down, you said, okay, let's pray. And you did the sign of the cross, but you said 6550161. So, and then we started laughing. I remember that just because it's, I don't know, you made it sound like it was not planned, but like it actually happened. But at some weird reason, I feel like you just did it for to make us laugh. And Daddy, with your corny jokes, you still wanted us to learn something. You wanted us to be comfortable in saying I love you to anyone, maybe the gas boy, or to anyone. And that's one thing I admire about those jokes. And with the sign of the cross, obviously you wanted us to focus on where we are. You wanted us to look at the church and make religion as a good foundation for our lives. Iba ka mag-joke. Nakakainis. But yeah, you have so many jokes, and those are like my top three. I'm sure sila Ate Lala, I'm sure they have their own top threes as well. And I just wanted to say it again because it's a good memory to keep. All right, going back to three things. My next three things is the three pamanas. The three things that I inherited from you. I honestly don't want to put this one on the list because I am respectfully declining it. I hope you're listening to me. I am respectfully declining this pamana, and it's the hair loss. The past few months, I've been noticing that I'm starting to lose some of my hair. I'm still observing it, and hopefully I can find a treatment for that. But yeah, salamat ha. Thanks sa pamana, but no thanks. The second pamana is your creativity. One of my frustrations is that I can't draw. I wish I had your gift, your talent, but I didn't. But what I got from you is the ability to create things straight from my imagination. I think this sparked when we were still kids. I don't know if you remember this because I really do. One of the games I enjoyed playing with you when I was still a kid was when you would give us a piece of paper and a pencil, and you would just ask us to doodle on it. Like, just random pen markings that don't make sense, like maybe a straight line, a shape, or whatever. And then after we doodle it on it, you would look at the paper, try to rotate the paper in different angles, and would take you just a couple of seconds and start drawing on top of our doodles. We would just sit there quietly, trying to observe you, try to guess what your eyes are seeing. And there you go. Just like that, it started out with us drawing lines, loops, shapes that didn't make sense, but somehow you were able to turn it into an eagle. Bravo, architect. Thinking about it now, that simple game sparked my brain big time. It made me see things in different ways. It made me want to create something out of nothing. And I thank you for that. And the third pamana is music. Music has been a powerful language for our family. You and your friends shared music together. You even performed together. You performed together. You taught us how to play the piano. You played guitar for us. You listened to my arrangements and even some of my compositions. You helped Ate April with her favorite Mangkulas composition. You watched us perform on stage and even off stage. You were very supportive of my passion for music, you and mommy. You watched all the concerts I directed, all my gigs, my recordings, until I stopped making music. Since I left the Philippines, I stopped believing in music the way I used to. I stopped singing. I stopped everything that involved music. I, I didn't. I didn't tell you why. Don't worry, it's gonna be part of this letter. You will know, but I, I think you already do. But you know what? The past few weeks that we've been talking on video call, and even when you were sending me messages, you even said, "Oh, bakit hindi na kayo kumakanta ng grupo mo? Mag-concert kayo ulit, mag-gig kayo, or hanap ka ng iba pang outlet mo for music." I tried my best to stop my tears from falling because I know That was your way of saying, Dino, you need music back in your life. You've been sad these years. Been sad these years, my son. You need to bring back that flame, that passion you had when you were younger. You need music back. And Daddy, you're totally right. I wish I can bring back those days where I only had music as the center of my existence. I felt more alive before when I had music in my life. I don't know why I stopped. I don't know why I forgot to remind myself of what you taught me, that music heals. I'm sorry if I forget. I'm sorry, but I think you're right, Daddy. Don't worry. I'll, I'll try to bring it back. And I just want to thank you for reminding me. So that was three of the pamanas, that three things that I inherited from you. The next, the last three things would be the three memories that I want to correct. These are the top three things that, if given a chance to go back, I would probably ask for it not to happen, or at least correct what I did after. The first one is pretty petty. Growing up, I've always idolized Gary Valenciano. If you don't know Gary V, he's pretty much the Filipino Michael Jackson. I'm sure you know Gary V, right? So, I remember this. We were in your bedroom one afternoon, tayong dalawa lang, and we were watching TV, and they featured Gary V and his son. After the show, I made an innocent comment. Bata pa ako nito, Daddy. I didn't know how you felt after I said it, but it was very insensitive of me. But in my defense, it was just an innocent comment. No meaning at all. I said, galing talaga ni Gary V. Ano kayang feeling maging anak ni Gary V? Daddy, I didn't mean anything at all. I realized what I said after, and I take it back. Of course, I don't want to be his son. I want you to be my dad, and you are my dad. And you're the best dad. And I'm sorry if I said that. The second on my list, in 2011, just before your second surgery at Cardinal Santos, the night before, the doctor ordered oral medications to relax you, to relax your heart, and somehow sedate you so your heart is well rested. The following morning, the doctor said that the relaxants and sedatives didn't work, so they gave you stronger ones. It worked, but not that much. They transferred you on a stretcher, and as they were transporting you to the operating room, I walked beside you, and you asked me something I will never forget. Just before they opened the door to the operating room, you asked me, ako lang nakarinig nito, Daddy. Sabi mo, paano pag hindi na ako magising? I didn't know how to answer that. I don't remember what I said. It was my first time to see you, a very strong person, get weak. And I really wish I knew what to tell you to give you that little strength to push you. But I didn't know how to answer that. Now I know what to tell you. Now I know what the outcome is. Now I know that I had to be there for you. So I'm sorry if I didn't get to answer that question. The third memory that I want to correct was back in 2015. I decided to get on a big music project that I believed in, that I thought will kick off my career in music. And we did talk about it. You showed me your support. You told me the risks. You didn't discourage me at all. But yet you made sure to help me make it happen. The project was successful, but the turnout for my business failed. And I remember seeing your face as soon as you walked out of the theater. You looked really concerned. You knew that the project failed and I couldn't look straight to your eyes. I know you were still proud of me. You masked everything with your smile, but I know that time that I failed. Daddy, I was used to always succeeding in everything that I do. I was a perfectionist. And that was the first time that I failed. And it was hard for me to look at you and admit that in your face that I failed. You celebrated all my successes with me, but I never got a chance to celebrate my failures with you. I really wish I did. But, I wasn't really scared of you, that you would like yell at me or get mad at me because of what happened. You were never really a disciplinarian, but I was just, I guess, embarrassed. I was embarrassed to admit to you that I failed. And there's something that I didn't tell you. Even our family doesn't know about this. I never got to tell you that I got depressed after that. I suffered with depression for a year. Nobody knew but my friends. But I'm a lot better now. In 2016, you told our family, you told us that you want to organize a reunion with Ate April in Canada and to finally meet Andre. And I saw that chance to heal and start again. And I'm really thankful for that. I needed to leave the Philippines so bad because it was hurting me. And you did your thing again. You did your thing for me. You did your thing for our family. And I will forever be thankful for that. So, those are the three things that I wanted to talk to you about: the three jokes, the three pamanas, and the three memories that I wanted to correct. Of course, there's a million things that I still want to talk to you about, but this eulogy is way too long. But now we will never run out of time. I can always talk to you in my dreams, in my prayers, when I'm walking outside, anywhere, pretty much. Or even when I'm on stage again. You don't have to worry about anything now, Daddy. You don't have to worry about me, about Ate Lala, Ate Casey, Ate April, Yappy, because we will take care of Mommy. You established a very strong family. You established a strong church. You established a community for us. And we will forever be grateful for that. Maraming salamat, Daddy. And don't worry, we will continue your mission. I guess I will end this letter, this three things letter, with the three words that I will never get tired of saying. Thank you, Daddy. I am sorry. I miss you. I love you. And until next time. To everyone, family, friends, neighbors, parish, everyone who made my dad's life a memorable one, thank you. Tonight is not about saying our goodbyes. Tonight is about celebrating the wonderful life he had here on earth. Now that he is with our Creator, his memory will forever be in our hearts. Maraming salamat po.